to make these V puff stitch towelettes. They have a little hanger here, which is optional. You don't need to add that. This one I made using this yarn here, the Kobu Lion brand yarn. It's cotton and bamboo. And I will be using that one today in white to show you how to make this. So this is the color I used for the other one. For the blue one, I used this acrylic yarn. It's just worsted weight acrylic yarn. So really you can use whatever yarn you want. Just depends on what kind of material you prefer. So other than the yarn of your choice, I will be using this crochet hook. It's from Wool and the Gang, and it's a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. So I'm just going to pull from the center of my skein, if I can find the end here. So we have the end of our yarn, and we're going to just make a slip knot. So I have draped the yarn over my index finger, inserted my thumb. We're going to twist that, and we're going to grab the working yarn, which is the yarn attached to the skein. You don't want to grab the tail. You want to grab the working yarn, which is the yarn attached to the skein. You're going to insert your hook and then pull the yarn to tighten that up on your crochet hook. All right, so now what we're going to do is make a chain, and with this stitch you want to do multiples of 4 plus 10, which is kind of confusing, but we're going to do 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4, and then do 10 more. 1, and we're going to do that again. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 10. A chain of 28 if you want to make it easier. Just do a chain of 28. So now for our foundation row, we're going to do just a row of single crochet. Insert your hook. Let me show you that again. Right here we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Right, and we're going to do that all the way across. So next stitch we'll do a single crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Continue doing that into every chain or every stitch across the row. Now what you're going to do, you have your foundation row all done. We're going to chain 3. So yarn over, pull through that loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and turn your work so that you can start your first row of the V puff stitch. So this is acting as a double crochet. So we're going to skip the first 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to yarn over, yarn over, and you're going to pull that up. Oops, I caught a little strand there. So you're going to pull that up nice and tall, and then you're going to yarn over. You're going to go through that stitch again, and you're going to pull through the same as the previous. Yarn over. For the 3rd time, we're going to pull that strand up nice and tall. We're going to do that 2 more times. Yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull up. So we did that 5 times, and now we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull through all the loops on our crochet hook, all the way through. I like to kind of keep my hook pointing down because this can be kind of tricky. We're going to chain 1, yarn over, pull through the loop, And we're gonna do this part again. So yarn over, and then for 5 times we're going to pull that yarn up, yarn over, pull the yarn up, that's 2, yarn over, pull the yarn up for 3, 4, 5. So then you're going to yarn over and pull that through all the loops on your hook. So that's your first V puff stitch. And then you're going to onto our second row of the V puff stitch. We're gonna yarn over and start doing the V puff, chain 1, V puff, just like we were doing in the previous row. So you have your yarn over. We're gonna go into this first single chain here between the V puffs. Bring up your yarn, pull it up so it's long, yarn over, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pull your yarn through all the loops on your hook. Chain 1, so yarn over, pull through that loop. And then we're going to do that again, so yarn over, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over and pull through all the loops on your hook, chain 1, and then you're going to find your next chain 1 between your V puff. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up your yarn nice and tall, yarn over, do that 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over and pull that through all the loops on your hook, chain 1, and into that same chain 1 space, I'm going to pull up the yarn 5 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pull the working yarn through all the loops on your hook. And then you're going to chain 1, find the next chain 1 space between your V puff. So that would be this one right here. And you're just going to continue doing that all the way across the row. Okay, so now we're going to pull the yarn through all those loops on our hook, chain 1, and then you're going to find this last space here where we did our double crochet in the last round. You're going to find the stitch that's on the very corner, yarn over first, and then insert your hook into the last stitch here. Pull through. So you have 3 stitches on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, chain 3, and turn your work. And then you move on to row 3 of the V puff stitch. Again, you're going to yarn over, find that first chain space between the V, right there. Pull up a long stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull through all the loops on your, whoops, I lost my, there we go. Chain 1, one more V puff in this stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull through all the loops, chain 1, and repeat that across the entire row. So you'll go into each space between the V-puffs. I'm going to finish this row, and I'm also going to continue crocheting the V-stitch or the V-puff stitch until I have the desired length. You can see in my other ones that I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows of the V-puff stitch. So I'm now working on my last row of the V-puff stitch. And this is row 10. Now we're going to do our last double crochet. Okay, we're going to go through here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through those last 2 on your hook. Now what you're going to do is create a length of chain that is long enough for your preference. So let's go ahead and make a chain here. 1, 2, 3, 4, come on, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I think 10 is good. So now I'm just going to go back down here, and I'm going to find a loop here, insert my hook, yarn over, pull through without losing your stitch, and then go ahead and pull right through the other loop on your hook. And then what I'm going to do is yarn over and again pull through that loop on your hook. You're going to grab your scissors, cut a few inches away, and I'm going to insert my fingers into that loop, grab the tail, and pull all the way through. Tighten that up. If you wish to, you can weave in your little tail here, but I'm just going to cut it. So we have our hanger. That was a chain of 10 that I did. And then we have our tail at the beginning, and I'm just going to trim mine up, make sure that's nice and tight. So there you have it, this cute, like it has a nice drape to it. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next tutorial.